Hello. Y'all, so, is my camera blurry? Let me see. Okay, so, a little life update, and whatnot. So, life has just been lifing, okay? So, yeah, I'm not gonna go into too much, but what I will say is that my wallet was stolen at a Dollar Tree. I have experienced some deaths going on. We have attended funerals, balloon releases, all of that. But yeah, so my wallet was stolen from the Dollar Tree, and they go swiping all of my cards. So they had my all of my cards, every card that I own. They had it, my credit cards, my debit cards. They had my CDL, and they had my license to carry. Everything was in there. So they went on a swiping spree. They were swiping at this store, that store, this store, that store. So I made a police report, and yeah, I don't know what's gonna come out of that. I have since then received all of my replacement cards in mail, but during the time, because I have a lot of stuff on auto pay, I'm adulting at its finest, so I have a lot of stuff that just is on auto pay. But some of the stuff that I have on auto pay does not let me connect my actual bank account. You have to connect it to your debit card and not the bank account, so it doesn't have it where I can put in my bank account information, only the debit card. And since those debit cards was stolen and canceled out, you can only imagine how much stuff was declining and what a hole it put me in, because it took more than a week for me to even start getting my debit cards back. So with it taking all that time before even one end up in the mail, and the crazy part is the cards that was coming first, I had 6 cards that I needed to get back. The cards that were coming first was not my card that I have everything on auto pay. So I've had to pay late fees. I've had to, try to catch up on payments because they were declined. And I'm just sitting here with my phone watching them swipe my card. Of course it was locked, but it still shows me when they were swiping it. I'll have to keep looking at all these emails and messages about your payment was declined, y'all. My heart is crushed. It put me behind on a lot of things because some of the stuff I have to pay late fees, you know what I'm saying? So it really put me in a bind. So I don't know. I try. I have nothing against it. So that's why I tried to apply for food stamps, and they denied me. They said I made too much, but I didn't have access to no money. And I'm just like, I don't know, but I wish they would give me some food stamps, because I feel like I basically live paycheck to paycheck. Why am I not eligible for assistance? Like car note, what is called light bills, rent, insurance, and I have full coverage on my car, like phone bills, all the necessities that we need here at home, and gas to get back and forth. Like, if you know, Warner Pay is trash, and Like I told y'all in previous videos, I am not here to bash them. Warner is an awesome starter company. If you're just getting your CDL coming out of school, Warner is a nice place to go get your experience and all of that. And although I have experience, I choose to stay only because all the jobs that are hiring, and there's lots of them, but their start time does not line up for me. It's summertime now, but it does not line up for me to be able to get my children to school, to make sure that they're up and all of that stuff. So Warner is just convenient right now at the time. And shall I tell you, I sick of it. Now let me stop. But now for real, Warner, they do be playing with me. They play with me too much. And if they keep on playing with me, I'm gonna go knock all that stuff off their desk. Nah, but on a real note, y'all, I'm trying not to be stressed out, but I'm really kind of stressed out because, like, I gotta catch up on all this stuff. It's amazing how far behind 2 weeks can put you without having access to your funds for 2 weeks. And I know y'all say, oh, well, you could have went to the bank, woo, woo, woo. No, boo. They had my CDL. They had my license. I couldn't go. And then I pretty much had to beg at the DPS office just to get a copy of my CDL. Like, the woman was telling me, oh no, like I had to request a supervisor, and she was like, oh, the supervisor is gonna tell you the same thing, whoop whoop. And I'm like, okay, ma'am, I'd rather take my chances. Y'all, the only way that I was able to pay for the copy of my CDL is because I had started that $5 challenge, and I had just started it, so it wasn't like I had buku or whatever, but I had, probably $15 or something that I had saved, because I really don't carry cash, so it's not often that I get a $5. But anyways, I started that, and that was the only way that I was able to pay to get a copy of my CDL. Other than that, they don't take Apple Pay, nothing. Like, I had access to nothing. My gas was on E, and it was just, and guess what? I drove it on E. I did, because I had no other choice. And I'm just like, yeah. So my thing is, why can't we just have honest human beings to think about how stealing somebody's belongings can, like, really send a world upside down? The CDL is my life. I cannot step foot on my truck to go to work to try to provide for me and my children without my CDL in hand. I have to have it to even step foot on my truck. So it just, like, people never think that how it can really affect that person when you're stealing their items or whatever. But I'm sorry, y'all, I got the blinds open and them little kids out there. But yeah, they never think, like, why is it so hard for people to go get a job and make a living for themselves instead of stealing from other people and turning their lives upside down? Like, y'all don't know how it could affect that person, their children, or whoever they're caring for. They can be caring for somebody that's old and all of that stuff, and you steal a stuff, and that put a toll, on a lot of stuff. So I'm just trying to tell y'all, be honest for yourself. Just be honest for yourself, because I believe in what goes around comes around. I believe it. And these girls were caught on camera at the stores that they were using it at. The lady described them to me and everything, and she was like, I have cameras, you know, you just need the police report. I made the police report. So you want to jeopardize your record for swiping somebody else's credit and debit cards? Like, it's not worth it. We have to do better. We have to use our minds. And even if they would have came up to me and said, do I have a few dollars or something? Although I don't carry cash, I would have bought them something if they were hungry, anything. Like, I'm one of those type of people. I will pay for you something to eat as long as I have the funds available. But stealing from me, don't make that an option. And that's just for anybody. Stop stealing from people. It does not hurt to ask. The only thing that person can say is yes or no. If it's no, we have to learn to accept that and move on. Stop turning everybody else's life upside down because your life is in shambles. That's not fair, and you don't know who's depending on that person. So I'm gonna end the video with that, and until next time, peace.